Hey everyone, welcome back to Gossip Mail Report, the home of unfiltered commentary, juicy reality TV breakdowns, and all the shade you secretly live for. You know we don't hold back here, we say it exactly how it is. Today's deep dive? Woo, it's a lot. We're talking Olandria's unapologetic clapbacks, Clarke's shady little facial expressions, Keke Palmer's controversial interview style, Nick getting dragged on social media for his toxic behavior, Cierra's right to speak her truth, and of course the upcoming reunion that promises to be messy in all the best ways. And yes, we'll touch on Huda's meteoric rise, Louis and Miguel's friendship fallout, and the never-ending Love Island USA post-show drama. So grab your tea, your snacks, and settle in, because this is about to be a full breakdown. Olandria said what needed to be said, straight up, no filter. She made it crystal clear: if I'm natural, if this is how I was born, there's no competition with someone who isn't. Period. And she's right, there's no point comparing someone who has homegrown, authentic features to someone who's gone to, let's say, Home Depot for enhancements. And honestly, it was shade. It was very much shade towards Clarke. Let's be real about it. You can pretend it wasn't, but the tone said it all. But here's the thing. I don't think Clarke meant any harm in her facial reactions. It didn't feel deeply malicious. It felt more like producer-driven tension. Still, Olandria brought up a valid point. Sometimes you have to draw that line in the sand. If I'm all natural and you're not, why are we even being compared? It's like comparing two men at the gym, one who works hard naturally, and one who's roided up on steroids and hormone pills to look like a Marvel superhero. Those are two entirely different playing fields, and I'm glad Olandria made that crystal clear. Now, Clarke's expressions, yes, they were side-eye worthy. But was it evil? Nah, was it catty? Maybe a little. And let's not ignore the obvious: producers stir these pots. They know exactly which buttons to push for a little drama. Moving on to the interview itself with Olandria and Shelley, it was good, but it wasn't perfect. We got some behind-the-scenes tea on Ace and Shelley. We heard about Olandria and Nick and those pressure cooker moments with Clarke. But here's where I have an issue. Islanders, if you're going to sit down for interviews, please do your homework. Watch your own season. Watch every single scene, every single cut. Be prepared so when you're asked a question, you can give real insight, not vague surface-level answers. Second issue, Keke Palmer. Now listen, I love Keke, but this interview felt disorganized. It was messy in the wrong way. Conversations overlapped. They were talking over each other, and it lacked structure. Imagine if Keke had done separate one-on-ones with Shelley and Olandria. That would have given us more clarity, more in-depth understanding of their perspectives. Instead, it felt scattered. And you know what? A lot of fans expected more mess. They wanted big bombshells, heated confrontations, drama. But let me tell you something, it doesn't need to go there. These girls already have the mean girl label hanging over their heads. Do we really need to add fuel to that fire? No. Sometimes the smartest move is to keep it cute and classy. The interview still did its job. It's pulling in nearly 1 million views. So it gave fans content without adding unnecessary negativity. Because you know how the media works. One out-of-context line could lead to a whole "Shelley threatens to give someone a knuckle sandwich" headline. And we don't need another PR nightmare. So, in short, the interview was fine. It gave what it needed to give. A little shade, a little clarity, but no over-the-top dramatics. But one thing that stood out, at the very end, Keke made it known she is here for Shelley and Ace. She's here for that couple. But Nick? For Olandria? Absolutely not. She's not a fan. She doesn't like that man, and she didn't even try to hide it. And honestly, a lot of fans agree. Because let's talk about Nick for a minute. Nick got dragged, and deservedly so. Cierra had every right to call him out. Let's be clear, her being removed from the show for slurs is one thing. That doesn't erase the way Nick treated her. They're separate issues. Nick was possessive in the villa. He controlled who made her coffee, who cooked for her, who she interacted with. And then, after the show, he completely ghosted her, unfollowed her. Didn't even have the decency to send a single message like, "Hey, hope you're doing okay." Nothing. Radio silence. That's toxic behavior. And fans saw it. Twitter lit up. People were calling him a fraud, a scammer, especially since he's now on Cameo and TikTok trying to monetize his moment. And listen, I'm not mad at anyone chasing their bag, but don't gaslight someone in the villa, then pretend they never existed. Fans are in this weird space. They support Nick and Olandria as a couple, sure, but they can't ignore the fact that he treated Cierra like trash. Both can be true. Cierra spoke her truth and Nick got his lashings. Will she be at the reunion? Probably not. Production sees her as a liability now, especially with all the negative press. She's likely done with NBC and Peacock. Meanwhile, everyone else is making moves. Amaya just signed with a major talent agency. Nick was seen having meetings with another big agency. Over the next 6 to 8 weeks, we're going to see who's signing where, who's landing what deals, and who's about to fumble their bag. Clarke and Taylor have already bagged an advertisement deal for an American brand. Even Andrea's out here securing endorsements. So everyone's scrambling for that post-show glow-up. Then we have Miguel and Louis out of nowhere. They unfollowed each other. These two were roommates, close friends. Something went down, and yes, it probably ties back to Huda. After Huda and Louis were spotted holding hands and smiling, certain people unfollowed Louis. Then Miguel unfollowed him. Louis unfollowed back. Word on the street? Miguel had to prioritize his girl, and that didn't sit well with Louis. Classic friendship versus relationship tension. Now let's talk Huda, because this girl's trajectory is wild. Huda's followers are climbing at record speed. She's already at 4.2 million and could become the most followed US Love Islander within weeks. She's about to surpass Leah, and dare I say she's coming for Molly Mae's crown. And yes, Molly Mae's been the queen for years. But crowns, they tip. Huda's engagement, especially on TikTok, is insane. Barely any posts, and she's already dominating. Imagine when she starts actively posting and signing deals. By the end of this year, she could match or even surpass Molly. And trust me, Molly is watching this rise. But here's my concern. People keep saying, a man will save Huda. No, Huda needs to save herself. She needs therapy. She needs time to focus on herself, her child, her family, her business ventures. Running into another situationship is just going to repeat the same toxic cycle. Now the reunion. Let me tell you, this isn't going to be lighthearted. This isn't a cute little Love is Blind reunion. This is going to be a dark, messy, chaotic cloud of drama. Everyone is contractually obligated to attend, so they can't skip. NBC won't let them. Huda will obviously be one of the main storylines. There's unresolved tension everywhere, friendships ending, relationships under fire, Nick's mess, Cierra's absence, Olandria's shade, Louis and Miguel's fallout. It's all going to explode on camera, so don't expect butterflies and rainbows. Expect confrontations, expect toxicity, expect juicy moments you'll be replaying for weeks. So there you have it. Olandria set the record straight, Clarke threw some faces, Kiki made it messy, Nick got exposed, Cierra spoke up, friendships crumbled, Huda's star is rising, and the reunion? Oh, it's going to be everything. What do you guys think? Was Olandria justified? Is Kiki a good interviewer or not? Should Nick be forgiven? And is Huda really about to dethrone Molly Mae? Drop your thoughts in the comments, agree, disagree, spill your own tea. I'll be reading and responding. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the mess. This is Gossip Mail Report, and honey, the tea never stops. See you in the next one.